I didn't even think it was going to be a business. I just really wanted to create a safe space for people to come and talk about relationships because there were so many people who admired the relationship and the marriage that I have with my husband because we started out as teenagers in high school and then we literally saw each other grow and they would always see us and they were like, you guys look like you are fresh, like newlyweds, in the honeymoon era forever. How do you do that? So, and they would always say, you have to write a book. You have to write a book. You need to tell us what's going, how have you guys been able to maintain this? And so I said, if I'm going to do that, I want to do the research, right? And I really want to hear what the needs are. And so I created literally in my own house. I would sing, I would perform for them, I would cook, and then I would present topics and worksheets and exercises and everything, all for free, by the way. I didn't expect anything from it. I just wanted, it was really out of the gratitude and in, I guess, getting older and understanding how miraculous, it was. Because Ben and I, we were just kind of innocently going through it, thankfully being led and holding on to God's hand really tight, that the relationship kind of flowed in that way. But it wasn't until I got to a place where, those principles needed to be articulated to other people in a way that they could grasp, in a way that it was tangible, in a way that it could provide results, then God was like, okay, download. This is the wisdom that you can now, right, translate to other people. This is what you've been doing. You didn't know that this is what it was called, but this is what you were doing. So I did it in my home, and people would literally, couples would, and individuals would start, wait until when the workshops were done. I would go up thinking I'm going to mind my own business. I'm going to go to sleep. Job well done. They would tell my husband, like, oh, we're waiting for Charlotte to coach us or counsel us. And I was like, I do not do that. That is not what I signed up for. I'm a performer. I'm not a coach, Mind you, I did graduate with a communication studies degree, but I only did that because, my inner circle said, you need to get a real degree. Like just in case performing doesn't pay the bills. So I did that, not thinking that right in the wisdom of God that it would actually be able to use it in what I would eventually start to do, which is the coaching and writing the books in the future.